It's Mario. There he is, staring at us with his, he was staring directly at us the whole time, what with his unwavering eye contact and such. More games need to do that. They should have characters looking right at you as you're playing. They stare straight into your eyes and say things that make you question if they're self-aware, and video games in general just need to make people uncomfortable. That's what they need. Nintendo should hire me. I've got all kinds of fun ideas like that. So, what's been going on with you people? I say as if anyone's actually gonna see this. So here's a thing I've been thinking about that's just a memory from long ago that's kind of amusing to think about now as an adult. When I was a wee lad, sounded like the music got all screwed up for a second there. Anyway, when I was a wee lad, I had to go to like a weird church thing that was like outside of school hours. It was like on a Wednesday night, and all the parents were there, and other kids were there too, and we had to watch a video where there was like a religion guy who was like explaining whatever it is we needed to have explained to us, and he had a puppet there for the kid. And here's where the amusing part comes in. As a kid, I thought that the puppet was a bit too funny. I was laughing too hard at the puppet to the point where it was being disruptive of the event, and my parents were getting angry at me. It wasn't even that funny. I think it was just the stress of having to return to school after school hours and being herded into a basement and made to watch a video, and it's outside of my routine. I didn't like it, the changes in my routine as a kid. Well, I guess I shouldn't say I didn't like them, but rather I would respond strangely to them whenever that happened. There was no telling what I was gonna do. Pretty much unpredictable. Anyway, isn't that like an artistic thing, is not responding well to changes in your routine? Something like that. There is almost definitely something wrong with me. Just the fact alone that I make solo Let's Plays every day is definitely a sign that there's some wires that aren't connected up there. Goodness me. But anyway, yeah, I was a real wild card back then. You couldn't take me to any kind of event, 'cause who knows what I'm gonna do. Oh, good lord. I'm just picturing myself laughing my ass off with that stupid puppet, and nobody else thought the puppet was that funny. So we got 2 mushrooms in a row. That's pretty cool, huh? So we're gonna do a secret thing. We're gonna get the Warp Whistle, and we're gonna skip ahead several levels. So that'll be real exciting. It'll be the most exciting thing to ever happen in the history of this channel. Try to contain yourselves. So we got the special hammer, so we can do that. And now we've got Secret Land. It's just like the secret screen in Adventure Time on the DS. They had the sprite of Pendleton Ward, and he would say, "Secret screen, da-da-da-da-da-da, secret screen. This is the secret screen." Yeah, you know that. Anywho, I was telling my younger brother about the secret screen once, like 5 years ago, and for some reason back then, whenever I described something that was really interesting to me, my eyes would get all watery, and so my brother got all creeped out because it looked like I was going to start crying as I was talking about the secret screen in Adventure Time. Gosh, I'm just such a strange effed up person. All kinds of weirdness. So yeah, we did the warp thing. I guess I kinda talked over it. I had been hyping it up as the most exciting thing to happen on this channel, and then once it actually happened, I just completely blew past it to talk about something else. This is a good channel, huh? So yeah, now we're in World 5. How incredibly exciting. And also the difficulty is extremely ramped up. We're gonna get stuck on this level for the rest of this episode, probably. Forever. So here's something to think about. I was watching that famous clip of Archer where they had the crossover with Bob's Burgers, and I had never actually seen the thing before, and I thought it was still the Archer crew. I didn't realize it was supposed to be the Bob's Burgers cast just running the Archer style, and I think it would have been funnier if instead they had the regular Archer characters, but they were just in disguise for spy reasons, and they had to disguise themselves as a typical American family, and that's where the Bob's Burgers disguises would come in, and I think that would have been much more entertaining than what they actually ended up doing. Yes, indeed, but what they did do is pretty good too. A lot better than anything my stupid ass could come up with. I ain't know how to write a TV show. I can't be entertaining. Okay, so if we can time this right... Okay, nope. Yeah, that we're just gonna get that completely wrong again and again and again over the course of the next 4 minutes or so here. I ain't no good at Mario. So only one of these pipes is the real pipe. Yeah, it's the middle one. The other ones are just fake. It's a fake! It reminds me of something mildly amusing. When I was in school, we would have a St. Nicholas Day. It was like Christmas, except there was candy and shoes involved, and the idea was that St. Nicholas would leave the candy in your shoe, and it all made sense at the time. Anyway, obviously, since St. Nicholas probably lived like 600 years ago, that wasn't something that could actually happen, and so they just have one of the staff come by, one of the staff at the school come by when the kids weren't looking, and they would put the candy in the shoes. And anyway, they did that so that the school secretary was doing it, and one of the kids in the class turned around and pointed at her as she was doing it, and he yelled, "It's a fake!" And it was really funny. Boy, we are having a hard time with this level. Goodness me, maybe the frog suit will give us an advantage of sorts, even though it's clearly not intended for this level. It's meant for water levels, and this ain't no water. See, yeah, it's already screwed up. What was I thinking? Am I an actual idiot? I think I might be. I like his swimming down animation in the frog suit. So far it seems to be helping the whoops. Well, never mind. So yeah, the key to beating those block throwing people is to not jump, because they're gonna throw it in an upward arc. You just gotta stand in the place where you were, and it'll just go over your head. You ever hear that song, Stand in the Place Where You Were by R.E.M.? It's a decent song, I suppose. Nothing special. Well, we'll just try it again, I guess. Sooner or later, we will find the winning formula. The Krabby Patty secret formula. Remember that from Yukino Joe's We Gotta Get SpongeBob Back? Gosh, that was like 5 years ago already. That is insane. I don't think Yukino Joe... Well, actually, I've talked about this on the channel before, so I guess we won't go there, but the thing I'm getting at here is I'm kind of disappointed he doesn't make YouTube videos anymore. See, he had lots of wacky ideas. But the reason he's not making YouTube videos is because his career's moving on up, so good for him. What else is going on in the world? So the Olympics are gonna come to to America in 2028. It'll be the first time since, well, I guess it depends on if you count the real Olympics or those crummy Winter Olympics that nobody watches. If you count the winter ones, it'll be the first time since 2002, and if you only count the real ones, it'll be the first time since 1996. So yeah, the Olympics are only 8 years away, and I was just thinking, each country tries to put on a show at the start of the Olympics that best represents their culture. Like the Brazilian Olympics, they had like the samba dance party and the projection and the projection screen, and the British, they had like the druids stomping around on the grass, and they had the Winston Churchill imitator sticking out of a chimney, and he yells at everybody to stop. And anyway, I guess the episode ended, but just to conclude my thought, I wonder what they could have to best represent American culture. Maybe they could have like the Muppets or something. Everybody loves the Muppets, I assume. I don't actually know. I don't talk to people anymore. Why do I choose to live this way?